Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for November 15, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, Manchester Central MP vows to address Ward Avenue flooding. Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Moy Crawford, has responded to complaints about flooding along Ward Avenue in Mandeville. The roadway was flooded Monday following a heavy downpour lasting approximately 15 minutes. Ward Avenue has been the subject of recent back and forth between Mandeville Mayor Donovan Mitchell and Ms. Crawford over who should take credit for repairing the thoroughfare in an effort to put an end to the long-standing issue of flooding. Speaking with the news on Tuesday, Ms. Crawford said the National Works Agency will be investigating unconfirmed reports that a resident blocked one of the passages designed to lead water from the roadway. I have spoken with the technical team at the NWA and they will be undertaking a thorough investigation into the matter. I give my word that I will be working closely with the NWA to see what the issue is and to resolve this issue in the shortest possible time, she vowed. Transport Authority probing whether Hackney carriage license being sold. Amid several complaints about the illicit sale of Hackney carriage license to transport operators, the Transport Authority says it is investigating the accuracy of these claims. That's according to Managing Director of the Transport Authority, Ralston Smith, who was addressing Tuesday's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee, reviewing the Auditor General's special audit report of the Transport Authority. Mr. Smith said the authority welcomes a joint effort by anti-corruption agencies to clamp down on acts of extortion in the procurement process for Hackney carriage license.
The Transport Authority has not engaged any of those entities to look into the matter, but I'm certain that it's something that down the road we're prepared to ensure that our processes are above board, and therefore we will invite any anti-corruption agency that can assist the Transport Authority in getting to the bottom of this particular challenge. The challenge with that is that we don't know whether or not this particular act of corruption as it is perceived out there is inside or outside the authority. And that is one of the things that we want to get to, as to whether or not there's a scheme on the outside or whether or not there are any persons within the organization itself that would be part and parcel of this whole arrangement.
When asked by committee chairman Julian Robinson whether allegations about the sale of Hackney carriage license is an issue across the transport sector, Mr. Smith said the authority has to also identify whether the illegal practice is internal or external.
Have you done an internal review to satisfy yourself about whether anybody within the organization would be participating in something like this?
We have done our own reviews. One of the things that we have started to do is to reposition all applications for Hackney carriage before the licensing committee.
Opposition member of the Public Accounts Committee, Maurice Guy, questioned whether the authority was aware of allegations of taxi operators being charged in excess of $600,000 to obtain a route taxi license.
Member Guy, that would be far-fetched because, for one, the route taxi license is open, it's not closed, and therefore there's no benefit in trying to go anywhere else to get it. So all that is required is that the applicant becomes a member of a taxi association. I'm certain that you're familiar with Arakabesa Taxi Association and others in St. Mary. So once you join the association and you pay your membership fee, and it's for a year, for the most part, the associations charge $6,000 for a year for membership. Any mentioning of $600,000 would have more to do with the cost for insuring the vehicle.
"45-year-old Manchester taxi operator Duval Sterling was on Monday charged for the alleged 2019 rape of a female passenger. Sterling is also charged with a grievous sexual assault. A date is to be set for him to appear in court. The alleged incident happened in Greenville District in the parish in September 2019. The police report that a woman boarded his taxi to go home. While en route, he allegedly sped past her gate and took her to a secluded area of the community where he sexually assaulted her. The woman reported the matter to the police, and the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse launched an investigation. Sterling was taken into custody on Monday, November 13, and the charges were laid against him. Crab Circle to open in 2 weeks. Crab Circle in Kingston is set to reopen in 2 weeks, according to Robert Hill, CEO of the Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. The Kingston and the St. Andrew Public Health Department closed the popular food spot in October after a viral video emerged showing a vendor relieving herself behind her stall. It was revealed that, among other things, the area that was renovated last year lacked adequate water and bathroom facilities. The vendors have, since the closure of the facility, been engaged in a 5-day training program offered by Hart NSDA Trust in proper food handling and preparation. Hill, in responding to questions posed by Andrew Swaby, minority leader and the counsel for the Vineyard Town Division, regarding the agreement between the KSAMC and the JRA and the nephew, reiterated that the renovations done by the beverage company did not include bathroom facilities. He was speaking at the KSAMC's monthly meeting yesterday. He said the renovations done to the facility by JRA and the nephew consisted of the installation of upgraded stalls with proper spaces between each stall, and upgraded canopy, a centralized wash station for the cleaning of utensils, 2 larger capacity water tanks, and a seating area adjacent to the stall area. He noted that sanitary conveniences were located in closer proximity to the vending area. However, the construction of bathroom facilities was underway at the vending area. The KSAMC CEO shared that although the area is designated for vending by the KSAMC and has existed for more than 30 years, the vendors were not registered with the corporation. He, however, said the process of registration is now underway. U.S. businessman to seek bail next week after arrest in massive gun find. An American businessman who allegedly purchased 5 of the weapons that were found in a massive gun find in a warehouse at the wharf in Kingston in March last year is to make a bail application on November 23 in the gun court. The 32-year-old defendant Fitzroy Johnson, who resides in Atlanta, Georgia, was arrested at the Norman Manley International Airport on his arrival in the island on November 3. Johnson, who is charged with a conspiracy to illegally import guns and ammunition, is the 3rd foreigner to have been arrested in the illegal gun find, in which 2,000 rounds of ammunition were also discovered. According to investigators, Johnson had entered into an arrangement and paid for 5 of the illegal guns. However, on Monday, when he appeared in court, his lawyer, Kemar Robinson, requested a date for a bail hearing, and the said date was fixed. Johnson was subsequently remanded. In the meantime, 4 other persons who are charged in the matter, including the alleged mastermind and the other 2 foreigners, had their bails extended to return to court on December 14 for a plea and a case management hearing. A trial date was also scheduled for May 13 of next year. Godfrey Martin, otherwise called Rev, a St. Elizabeth businessman who is alleged to be the mastermind, was arrested and charged with a conspiracy to illegally import guns and a conspiracy to illegally import ammunition. Sherilyn McLean, the girlfriend of the 51-year-old businessman, was also charged in the matter. Similarly charged are 2 United States nationals, Jermaine Baker, a 36-year-old chef of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and a 42-year-old Dervon Brown, a construction worker of Bronx, New York. Brown was shot and killed in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, on November 6. The 4 were charged following the illegal gun find on March 4, 2022. 3 rifles, 18 handguns, and 2,216 rounds of ammunition were discovered after customs officers detected a suspicious package and summoned the contraband enforcement team. New Pharmacy Council to be appointed next week. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has announced that a new Pharmacy Council is to be appointed next week. This follows calls from the parliamentary opposition for the new Pharmacy Council to be established in order to assist in addressing a shortage of pharmacists in both the public and the private sectors. Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Maurice Guy, on Monday, complained that graduates have been awaiting completion of a simple administrative procedure to practice in Jamaica. Dr. Tufton, in response, told the news that the issue is being addressed, explaining that a new system of appointment of board members has resulted in the delay in naming a new pharmacy council.
There have been a few teething pains, which we're trying to work through in the Ministry of Health. I suspect it's not just us, but it has affected a few of our boards, the NHF and the Pharmacy Council. We're working them through. The council expired at the end of September after an extension was granted to the end of September because we thought we could have gotten it sorted out. So there isn't a board up for 6 weeks, but I do hope that we can solve the issue within the next week or so. So I'm going to just ask for patience. It's not entirely the doing of the Ministry of Health, but as a government, we take collective responsibility, and we have to now work to resolving the issue, which we're working through with the Ministry of Finance and Public Service.